I've been thinking about the State of the Union, watching the news here. And you know what? The whole of humanity on the earth sort of is in dire straits right now. I mean, it's a dangerous time. We just got through COVID. It may come back too, and we all thought we'd die from that. But now we have these other threats. Behind door number one is this war between Russia and Ukraine, which may turn nuclear. We may have to jump in. All of a sudden, we're in World War III. And if that doesn't kill us all, then we move to door number two, which is climate change. And we have the hysterics out there, just like we have the COVID hysterics. And they're screaming at us, the prophets of doom, saying, man, if we don't do something now, this is going to annihilate all of us in just a few more years, those that survived World War III. But honestly, it's door number three that's my greatest fear. And this is the big thought. Joe Biden has only been president for a year. He has 3 more years. How do we survive that? And listen, I'm a presidential historian. I think I've told you that before. I can talk about any of the presidents. And listen, I love them all. I respect every single one of them, even if we differ on politics. I think that they're all incredible stories, and how they got to the White House, beautiful stories. We should know those stories. I believe every one of them truly loved this country, and they just feel like they can make it a little bit better. So I respect all of them. However, if we're judging presidents based on their actions and then their administration's actions, and I stress that with Biden, listen, Joe, he stands alone in the worst first year ever. And here's what's crazy about it. Just a few weeks ago, I would have said this same thing, okay? I could have never imagined that just a few weeks later, I would say that it has gotten worse, but it has. And it's all over this oil issue. I mean, do you realize if Joe would just release all these restrictions he put on the oil mining industry, the pipelines and the drilling leases, all that kind of stuff, just do it for a short period of time and let us pump this stuff out like crazy. And then also tell Russia, we're not buying your oil anymore. That would be a handicap on Putin greater than, just short of going to war. Also, about half the people in this country, the lower half on the economic scale, they are struggling with gas prices and inflation. Pumping out oil, creating a greater supply will bring down the price of the gas pumps. And Joe says, nope, we're not going to do that. It's breathtaking to me. I mean, Democrats should be wiped out in the midterm. Now, fortunately, their opponents are goobers and goofs and buffoons, so they still have a chance. But this is awful for just so many Americans struggling. So I don't know how it can get worse, but I've learned just in the last few weeks, oh brother, it can get worse. 3 more years of Biden scares me to death.